Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 26th of July. With Robert Murray McShane, there are two chapters we read, one from Judges chapter 6, the other Acts chapter 10. There's a link there. In the Judges passage, we have the story of Gideon. The Israelites were being oppressed by the Midianites, and Gideon was threshing his wheat in a winepress to hide away. And an angel of the Lord comes to him. And the angel appears to Gideon and says, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Verse 13, "Pardon me, my Lord," Gideon replied, "but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all his wonders that our ancestors told us about when they said, 'Did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt?' But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian." And so here is Gideon, and he's looking at his situation, and he says, "I can't see God here. It looks like God has abandoned us and gone." The fact that an angel is appearing to him sort of hasn't penetrated yet, and quite likely he didn't realize it was an angel. He thought it was just some messenger, some person. And as the story continues, he suddenly realizes this is God speaking to him. And then in Acts chapter 10, we have the call of Cornelius, and we're told that Cornelius, a Roman centurion, was a godly man who did a whole lot of good. And one day an angel of the Lord appears to him and says, "Cornelius." Cornelius stared at him in fear. "What is it, Lord?" he asked. The angel answered, "Your prayers and the gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God. Now send men to Joppa to fetch Peter," which he does, and Peter comes and preaches the good news to him. But just that thing, that your prayers and your gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God. God saw what Cornelius was doing. God heard his prayers. God was present in the same way that he was present with Gideon, even though Gideon didn't realize it. And we need to remember that God is present with us. Even when we don't see it, even when we can't believe it. Gideon says, how can God possibly be present when the world's gone as badly as it has? God was still there. He was working his purpose out. He was working his plan accordingly called Gideon and drew the Israelites back to worship him again. So we need to just remember that God is present, whether we see him or not. And we ask God, make us aware of that presence. And help us to trust in your presence, even when we can't see it, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when it looks like a long shot. Help us, give us that faith that says, despite everything, we know God is with us, and that makes a difference. Be blessed.